Bam! Hey guys, welcome back to another video here in the Alpha Pack shop. As you can see, I got my Outlander over here. This is the 2012 1000 XT converted into an XMR shorty. And as you can see, I've got no primary on there because I blew my belt up and it messed some stuff up. So I may have cracked my outer clutch housing, and I got a bunch of belt material and stuff in the clutch, which is sitting over there. So I had to put a used belt on it, and it was horrible. It sucks. So I got to go through the whole clutching, and I figured while I was doing that, I'd bring y'all along because I'm going to go ahead and swap some clutches. This is a newer clutch off of a 2021, I believe, Outlander 850 XMR. This is FT Mike's old primary, and it had very little mileage on it, so the whole clutch itself is in great shape. This is the stock spring for the 850. The one-way bearings all good. Yeah, so I think we're gonna change everything over from, this is the clutch that was in the 1000 when the belt blew. This is actually not its original clutch. This is the one actually out of the 800 XMR, which is newer. It's like a 2015, I think. And so I did kind of this same exact thing with that clutch. This has got a new one-way in it. This is the EPI motor clutch kit, is which in this here. It's got the different weights. They're alternate. One's a 36, one's a 34. These are stock weights, and they're the same all the way around. These are 587s, and they're like that all the way around. But this clutch has very little wear, so I figured I might as well swap over, and yeah, so that's what I'm about to do. So I'm about to take all these weights out. I'm gonna put them all in here, and I'll just swap everything to the clutches. This spring, I'm kind of weary of. I don't know if y'all can see. This sucker here, one, is way shorter, the EPI spring, than say a stock spring. I don't know if my springs just wore slap out or what, but yeah. Hopefully it doesn't mess anything up, or I don't know if these clutch springs wear out. Y'all let me know in the comments if you ever had a clutch spring wear out. I do notice on this clutch there's some right down in here where the weight hits the case. It's got a pretty nice little gouge in all of the where the weights touch. So that might be that when you're sitting there at idle. Or it's when the weights slam back. I guess it's knocking the heck out of there. But you know, it's not super bad. But I don't know if that's because of the short spring or what. This one doesn't have any of that kind of stuff, so I don't know. I figured I could at least throw all my original stuff, which did work when it was in that clutch, when the belt didn't blow out, and we'll see how it does. And then, you know, I guess maybe at some point, if I need to, if I don't like it, then I can always swap back to this one, because I'm gonna clean that up and put, like I said, the OEM stuff back in it. I have the OEM secondary spring from his bike as well, and his bolts, which I do reuse them, so I'm gonna reuse that. This is my old clutch bolt. It's a little wore out, I think, and this is an older one. It has these grooves. I don't know what that's all about. This is a newer bolt out of a 2021, but I'm gonna use that after I swap it all over. And I got me a brand new G-Force workhorse belt here, 30G 3750, and I'm gonna throw that on it. I also got two other ones, so I got two over there. One's gonna go on this Renegade whenever I get into it, which that'll be on a separate vid. But yeah, I need belt there. Gonna have to take that clutch off, do all that stuff to it too. So let me swap this stuff around, and then I'll come back when I got it all back together. Well, as you can see, I wasn't able to do what I just said I was gonna do, and I'll tell you why. Because these EPI weights have these bushings in there, and they are cracked up and broken, and possibly causing issues with the clutch. So they are all messed up. That one's pretty bad. So I'm not going to be able to use these right now at this moment, and I need this thing to be mobile. So we're going to go ahead and just put it back the way it was stock and run it for right now with the we'll leave the EPI secondary spring in there. We'll put this stock 2021 XMR 850 clutch primary in there, and we'll see what it does, and then we'll figure out something with a clutch kit. So I'll use this casing, outer and inner halves. Like, I'll use this whole clutch if I do get just a clutch kit, or if I don't buy a whole clutch kit, I'll just get some bushings for that if they're available. I do believe they are. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get it prepped and ready for the new belt and to get thrown on there so I can get this sucker out of here, because I got other stuff to do. All right, let's go ahead and get this ready. All right, so the clutches are prepped and ready to rock. If you're putting a new belt on your unit with the stock clutch, any clutch, I don't care, this is what it should look like before you do it. Cross hatch your inner and outer sheaves. Do it on your secondary too, and then hit it with some brake clean or some gas, something. But that's how it should look before you install it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the belt and get it prepped and ready to go, and then we'll throw this clutch back on. All right guys, so I've got the clutches installed, but before I go over there, I wanted to talk to you about this little plastic doohickey right here that goes up under here in between this metal sleeve and the one-way. Sits in there. I've been removing it from my clutch just because when you cinch down to 89 foot-pounds, it pushes in so hard it actually restricts the one-way bearing from functioning how it's supposed to, I feel. So what I've been doing is removing it and putting the metal cup there and then running it that way. So I'll show it to you over here. With it, it's all tightened down, good to go. I can spin this secondary so easy, and then also when I start it, the secondary is not sitting there spinning the whole time, making it to where it doesn't want to go into gear. So I always remove that. I've been doing that for a while now. I've only gone through one belt in my entire life of having one of these, and it's been like 7 years. So yeah, that's how I'll run mine. I've got 89 foot-pounds on the primary. Let's go ahead and start it up, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So the secondary stays still until I give it gas. So, there you go. Making it super easy to shift gears. I can put it in any gear with one hand, no problem, all the way to low, and it doesn't give me any fight. So that kind of gets rid of the Can-Am, shimmy you got to do to get it in gear here and there. So I'm going to go ahead and break this belt in real quick, and should be good to go after that. We'll see when I get back. And I'm back from the belt break-in, and I have some news. So this primary weights and spring from the XMR 850 doesn't really jive great with this spring from the EPI kit in the secondary. So if I'm going to keep this set up in the primary, I got to change that the secondary spring to the one that came out of that 850. And then I don't even know then if it's going to be great for the 31s or 32s. So my options are put the secondary spring in and just leave it like it is for right now, or get some bushings for the EPI kit, and or get a whole new kit I don't know if the springs wore out, so bushings and maybe a spring, and then I could put it back with the EPI kit, which I never really had an issue with belt slippage even with 32s. I could tell though it definitely still needed some clutching done to it, but it worked, like I needed it to. Or we just go ahead and look into another kit that y'all could recommend to me to do 32s, that maybe y'all have used. So in the comments, if you would, please put down in there any kits that y'all thrown into the stock Can-Am clutching to do 32s and it worked good for you. Please let me know. I am running a stock transmission for the 1000 XT, which is the big shaft tranny, but I don't think it has the low gears like the XMR. So this is a higher gear transmission, I believe. So that's the only thing I didn't swap when I did the XMR swap on the 1000. So, but anyway, if y'all would, let me know in the comments what clutch kits y'all recommend. Should I stay with the EPI? Should I just put the secondary spring in and use this, you know, stock setup for the 850 XMR, the 2021? Or do I look into a different clutch setup altogether or a whole new clutch kit? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'd appreciate it, guys. And look, if y'all would, please hit that like and subscribe and bell for notifications. And I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take it easy. Whoosh.